Okay, first of all, let's look at the director. Now, the director is responsible for a film's vision. It is up to the director to guide the cast and crew while maintaining a film's artistic value. A director may be responsible for choosing the cast and or crew members. The director may be responsible for making decisions regarding the set design, costumes, locations, anything that has to do with the vision and how he sees fit to bring that vision to light. Now let's look at a stage manager. Now a stage manager is usually found on a television set. You can also find them in plays, and also you can find them at rock concerts and things of that nature. But when you're dealing with TV, the stage manager works alongside the director during rehearsals, and the stage manager is responsible for scripts, schedules, props, anything like that. Anything that needs to be kept up with. I think that's the best way to put it. When a show is on the air, the stage manager calls all the cues. He's responsible. He or she is responsible for the cues. People when they have certain jobs or responsibilities, they got to have certain skills and traits that make them better at that position, that makes that position fit them best. And when looking at a director, a good director has certain skills and traits that he or she should have in order to be successful in the film industry. Uh, a good director would be artistic. They would be knowledgeable. They have to be a good editor. They have to be a people person. They have to be a great cinematographer also. A good director sometimes has to be a mediator. A good director also is very patient and open minded, and they're very charismatic. The stage manager, when you think of skills and traits, should be organized, attentive, also be a mediator. They have to be very in tune with what's going on around them. Pay attention to things like continuity. They have to have an understanding of audio and visual cues because, as I mentioned earlier, they are responsible for the cues. And they have to be very, very observant. Now, it is important that the stage manager have experience dealing with crises, and thinking on the fly. The position can be very stressful. It is essential that the stage manager remain level headed and focused to ensure that the show is successful. When properly executed, the results are rewarding, but if not executed properly, the whole staff and the show could surely suffer. I am a huge Quentin Tarantino fan. Now, he's not only a film director, but he's also an actor and a producer. He's a screenwriter. I mean, it's so many talents that this guy has. I mean, the reason I'm such a big fan is because he pushes the envelope. He has a unique style of cinematography. I've seen where, like in the New York Times, they've described his work as non-linear. If you ever watched Quentin Tarantino, you'll see that sometimes he has a tendency to jump around, but it makes the story more dynamic. Uh, you can usually see one of his movies on the screen, and without even knowing it, you'll realize it's a Tarantino film instantly. It's just the way it looks. It has a certain look and feel. Uh, and Tarantino actually is a pretty good actor. He doesn't play large roles all the time and stuff, but you will catch him playing a small role or a cameo type role whenever you don't see him in a larger role. And if I was to say, like, I don't specifically have a favorite Tarantino movie, but like some of the movies that stick out in my head, like just off the top of my head, you got Dust Till Dawn, Django Unchained, you have Pulp Fiction, you have Inglorious Bastards, you have Jackie Brown, you have The Man with the Iron Fist, which was very surprising. Like, that's a kung fu flick, and you have like RZA from the Wu Tang, and all of these great martial arts experts. It's crazy. It's a great movie. And Reservoir Dogs, which is probably the first flick that I ever saw that Tarantino directed. He also acted in that. But like for stage manager, I would have to say like after looking around, I would say like John Stewart really sticks out to me. John, he's awarded for being a stage manager. if you look at his credits, he's actually also been a director for On Air with Ryan Seacrest, producer, and he's even done graphics. I've seen him get in where he's received credits for doing graphic work, which is I think is awesome. I do graphics also. John is credited with being a stage manager on the Family Feud, and that really stuck out to me because I had the opportunity to compete on Family Feud and with Steve Harvey while he was hosting, and I had a chance to work with some of the crew there. And a fun fact: Jon Stewart's daughter is Kristen Stewart. You probably have heard of her from the Twilight Saga, and also she's been in Panic Room, I believe. Yeah, she's a great actress. Matter of fact, she was in Snow White with the Huntsman also.